The children will groan. It's the final weekend of summer, but we've got the NFL, and we're underway on EA Sports. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Now a play fake here on first down. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. And the defense loses him. It's complete. Touchdown, Jaguars. Dante Moncrief, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Jags have taken the early lead. And we'll see if this rain affects the team's decisions going forward, but they kick it here, and it's good. Here's Lambeau out to kick this one away. On the return, here's the dangerous Cordero Patterson. Oh, look at the juke. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. First down, Rudolph. And his first pass here is going to fall incomplete. Cordero Patterson, the one he was hoping to get it to. And it's second down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
On 2nd and 10, Rudolph. And that's incomplete. The linebacker, Telvin Smith, able to get a hand on it there. Charles, already trailing by a touchdown early. This offense, how imperative is it for them to get points out of this drive?
Well, they feel like they have to go ahead and match because of what was already on the board against their defense. But I think even more so, you just want to avoid 3 and outs. You want to be able to stay on the field for a little while, let your defense catch their breath a little bit, even if you don't score any points.
Now yet another incompletion here as they fail to connect on 3rd.
I think we'll see more of them trying to get him the football out of the backfield. They love what he can do in open space, and they believe that he creates mismatches they can exploit.
And not what he was hoping for there, as this will hit in the end zone for a touchback. Out comes the Jacksonville offense as they get set to take over here. And last time the formula was pretty simple. 1-play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, 1-play drive is exactly what you want on offense. What they have to be careful of is not having a letdown. It was fairly easy last time.
And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. Corey Grant, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Jaguars are able to strike quickly for 6. A good hold in these wet conditions. The point after is up and good. And that'll make the score 14-0. Here's Lambeau out to kick this one away. Now it's Patterson. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. Now the Patriots gearing up to go now. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that does.
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked by Ronnie Harrison. Look at the dance and the juke. And a super return as he gets us all the way down inside the 25-yard line. The rookie picked off the rookie.
And guess what? they're pretty familiar with each other. It's not like when I was growing up and the dinosaurs were roaming the earth and you heard about a guy somewhere. Now they run into each other at camps, going through high school ball, recruiting, college games, all-star games, you name it. A lot more familiarity with each other.
He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. Bortles to throw on 2nd down. And he's going to go down. He's sacked back at the 24. Dante Hightower coming hard on the blitz. He dumps him for a loss of 8. Following the sack, 3rd and long for Bortles and the Jags. Now a play fake. Bortles. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off with great anticipation. And he will take it on out to the 20-yard line. They told us repeatedly earlier in the week in our meetings, we need some plays from our defense here on the road early. They got one.
And don't think they were above all week long pointing out to their defense that the other defense is rated higher than them. You going to let that happen, guys? Is that how we're going to play? And they responded to the challenge.
Looking for Gronkowski, and it's intercepted. Picked off around the 37. And it's a tremendous return as they finally get him at about the 10-yard line. Gronkowski, the intended receiver. That interception sets them up beautifully already in the red zone.
And you can hear it all the way up here. Oski, everyone turned to block, find the spot, and now they're set up inside the red zone for their offense.
And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Corey Grant with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Jaguars add on to their lead. Lambo on for the extra point. Extra point tacked on by Lambo. And that makes the score 21-0. Here's Lambo out to kick this one away. Now it's Patterson. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
Just
trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. He completes this into the hands of Miller. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. That one goes for 24 yards. So finally completes his first pass. Credit the defense, though. They've been showing him some different looks, keeping him off balance.
Yeah, I like the observation that you had there, because when you give him different looks and give any quarterback different looks, It takes just a little bit longer to process sometimes, and you don't throw the ball with the same confidence. You're not sure that that's where you should go with the football. And that's worked for the defense early in this game. And now he's got his first completion. Let's see if his confidence comes back and he starts to get into a nice little groove.
And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. The Patriot passing game is rolling. They've got another first down. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Here comes a first down throw from Rudolph. This one left side caught by Patterson. And he gets it down a yard or two shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3.
Detroit! Detroit!
Rudolph throwing again. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
Well, it certainly appears that they're going to try and keep getting him the football. That's the 3rd time they've looked in his direction. Unfortunately, haven't completed one yet, but I'm not sure they're going to shy away from him. They feel like they've got something there, and they want to capitalize on it.
I think you're right. We're only in the first quarter, so a lot of opportunities ahead. Over the middle, complete. That's Gordon. And he's able to pick up the first down here before he goes down at the 26.
Detroit! Detroit!
Rudolph going to throw again. And nearly picked it off. He had a chance to come down with that in the end zone, but it'll wind up just being incomplete.
Quarterbacking 101. Never force the ball into double coverage, especially not this close to the goal line. The windows are so tight, you just don't want to force it in there because it could be tipped up and picked off.
Rudolph now to throw. Over the middle, that's taken in by Gronkowski. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. And they'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for 3rd down.
Brandon, they didn't get everything they wanted out of that play, but the tight end did. And I don't mean it in a positive way. Great job of him holding on after absorbing that big hit.
Rudolph going to throw on 3rd and 1. And this is going to be incomplete. The linebacker, Miles Jack, able to knock that one away.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
Detroit! Detroit! Watch it now, Barney! Barney! Back 99 Philly, here we go!
On 4th down, Rudolph. The Patriots come up empty on 4th down. And the Jaguars are going to take possession here on the turnover on downs. Well, you feel the excitement build on those 4th down plays. Defense has to stay out there, but for the offense, when that thing doesn't work out, such disappointment.
It can absolutely be a deflator, but how about the defensive guys? If they stop you on 4th down, they are absolutely...
It's caught inside the 25. And finally, he's taken down at the 18. It's a big play for the Jaguars. And even 60 yards. Into the red zone, it's Bortles. Over the middle, that's caught by Ross. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
And on the ground they go with a running back. He's going to get 4 out of this as he's down to the 10-yard line.
And it is still early, just the first quarter. But you start prorating the numbers, and we might be in for some history. I mean, that last run puts him over 100 yards already, and we've still got 3 quarters to go.
And a short pickup there down to about the 9. He needed 2, he got 1, and that's going to leave him with 4th down and a yard. And no move to get the offense off the field. They'll stay put on 4th and 1.
Green 80. Green 80.
They'll go for it. It's Bortles. And that is going to be incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Patriots defense is going to take over on down. The Patriots offense now, they work their way back onto the field. And on the last drive, they were in field goal range. They just opted not to kick it, didn't get it. How does that change the mentality this go around?
I don't think it changes much for the head coach because this is what he preaches all the time. Attack at all times in any spot on the field, and he likes touchdowns.
In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line.
That's a pretty darn good start to his season, huh? A sack in the opener, adds a second one here. That tells you about his offseason. He came in determined to have a big year, and it's paying off.
Rudolph throwing on 2nd down. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Gordon. And able to get it here to about the 16-yard line. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
Lucky 56.
Alongside Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin, it's the Patriots in possession to begin quarter number 2. They'll face a 3rd down conversion attempt here, 3rd and 3. Shotgun snap for Rudolph. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Gordon. 3rd catch of this first half for him, and this one is a 1st down. It's been a very one-sided game so far. They got to change what they're doing right now, don't they? You can't wait till the halftime speech to make an adjustment.
No, you can't, because if you're doing it right, you're adjusting from series to series, and they need a big adjustment here to try and put some points on the board.
This quarterback now just 7 of 15 so far, but he's got a 1st and 10.
All right, here we go. Green 39. Green 39.
From the gun, here's Rudolph. That's complete. It's Gordon. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. That'll be a New England 1st down, a gain of 12.
Just grabbed
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. On 1st down, it's Rudolph. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down. Seems like this defense, especially the secondary, has really been contesting about every throw in this first half.
Remind me of a good half-court defensive basketball team. Every time a pass is thrown, they're right there and gets the good defensive position, able to affect the play.
Back to the air, Rudolph on 2nd down. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
Anytime a defense can sit back in a zone like that, it tends to create a lot of congestion in the middle of the field. Makes it very hard to slot one in.
Looked like I-4 at rush hour in your hometown of Orlando, Florida. An absolute mess. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Back to the air, Rudolph. Being chased out left. 5 yards that time out of the scramble. But now they're looking at a 4th down situation.
And, partner, I would guess that in his headset he was hearing from his coach, it's 3rd down, don't take a sack. And in this case, he's able to avoid the pressure and get out of there. He doesn't get the 1st down, but he does turn a possible loss into positive yardage.
And it is incomplete. incomplete. A.J. Bouye, the fine cornerback, there to make the play defensively. So they take a big chance here in their own territory, and you think the coach may have some questions to answer?
Yeah, and, you know, normally we focus on the media, right? The social media barrage that he's going to get for this one. How about on his own sideline and in his locker room? Because I think the team's going to look at him like, Coach, why would we go for it there? I mean, no confidence in the defense. You don't like the punter.
A battle for it, and it's intercepted. Able to get there and pick it.
And that's now the second time he's picked off a pass here in the first half alone. Again, another great read defensively, and you just see him get in the right position to make the play and get his guys the football back.
After the interception, here's Rudolph. And he whips that one incomplete there.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20.
Leopard! Back 99 Philly, here we go!
On 2nd down, Michelle. And he'll get this up over the 25 to the 26. They get 6 here after the incompletion, and it'll leave them with a 3rd and 4.
The New England Patriots remain consistent on offense with a stable of running backs. They added Sony Michel, the 31st pick of the draft in 2018, to that stable at the University of Georgia, mainly for his ability to run inside the tackles.
And the Jags get to him as down he goes. Calais Campbell with a big-time sack on 3rd down. And it'll be a loss of 7. They are going for it. It's Rudolph. And he's going to go down again. Duron Smoot. He's the one that got to him. He takes him down for a loss of 9.
I don't know why you would do that. It's almost guaranteed points the other way. I mean, I get it if it's a late-game situation, maybe even 4th and inches. But, boy, that's a huge risk to take.
Yeah, now they're set up in prime position going the other way. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal. They'll go again here from the 10-yard line on 2nd and goal.
Spread right, spread right, spread right, spread right, smack.
From the gun, it's Bortles. This is Yeldon on the dump off. Only able to pick up 2, and that leads us to 3rd and goal.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
And almost picked off. I guess the good news for them now, it's 4th down.
And what did we talk with them about prior to the game? Their ability to move the chains, pick up 1st downs. So far, 0 for 3 on 3rd down. If that continues, they have little chance of winning this one.
That drive took him inside the 10. Good job defensively to hold him to 3.
Yeah, I like how you did that. Give a little tip of the cap to the stop troops there because they didn't give up a touchdown in that situation, right? Made them kick the field goal. And, yeah, points went against them, but that feels a whole lot better running off the field.
And now out come the Patriots. And on that last drive, went for it on 4th, turned it over. But good job by their defense, though. They held them to 3, but this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful here.
And sometimes when you see these calls on 4th down, when they decide to go for it, it's not necessarily the coach saying, I believe in my offense. Sometimes the coach saying, I believe in my defense. I can afford to go for it here because if we don't get it, I don't think we'll give up more than 3. And that's exactly what happened there.
You think that factored in?
I do. I think that he had that in his mind going into the game, that I'm going to be aggressive on offense because I know I've got a defense that can hold up their end.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. Line of scrimmage, again the 25, 2nd and 10. Second and 10, Rudolph again. And this is incomplete. Unable to get it to Gronkowski that time. And it's 3rd down. You got a young quarterback. Maybe that's just an example of a growing pain for him.
I think you're right about that, because when the game starts to move fast and it moves quickly on him, a lot of times they fall back on what they know best, their arm. He's slinging it on this one. Had a wide-open target, but didn't have the proper footwork to increase his accuracy.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Dewan Smoot in there to pick up his 2nd sack now of the afternoon.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Gets it to Gordon. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. 4th down, no problem. 19 yards that time, but now it's 1st and 10. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Now Rudolph on 1st down. Over the middle, complete. It's Gordon. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. A good pickup there, a 22. Two minutes to play here in the 1st half. Back with more from Jacksonville. Don't go anywhere. We'll be back after this.
Detroit!
Rudolph on 1st down. Throwing the out route, incomplete. That's Gordon. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Now a 1st down carry. It's Michel. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively, because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed. Allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
On 2nd down, here's Rudolph. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And down inside the 15 he goes. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a 1st down. A give. This is Michel. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. Now you've got to hustle your guys to the line and get them set. Here's Rudolph now on 2nd down. This is caught. And he's in. Touchdown, Patriots. Philip Dorsett, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Patriots make some inroads here on that deficit.
He's like, get my team. Lord.
Kaimi Fairbairn on for the extra point. Fairbairn good with the extra point, and that'll make it 24-7. Fairbairn now to kick this one away.
Oh, come on, dude. Where's your foot?
This one taken just inside the 10. Oh, leaves him behind on the spin. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. And we'll see how this is played. Offensively, they've got the lead. Not a whole lot of time left. What do you think, Charles?
Well, it's tempting to try and add to your lead, but a mistake there, that can change things in a big way. I say go ahead, take the knee, get on out for the half.
On first down, Bortles. And oh, look at that, a diving catch. A gain of 6 there on first.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
Now a handoff looking right. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. And now we won't see a play on first down. We're going to get a timeout instead, as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half.
Sunday. So right. Hank.
Bortles now on first down. Dancing to his left. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Now before this second down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout, as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. So following the sack, they'll try to change their fortune here on 2nd and 13.
154 right here. 372. 11.
Play action. Now it's Bortles. Going right side here, and that's complete. Touchdown, Jaguars. James O'Shaughnessy in the final seconds of the first half. And the Jaguars add 6 to their lead. And the lead will grow by 1 more. Here's Lambeau out to kick this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Now the Patriots offense, they work their way back out onto the field. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
Looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. Well, they had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10. And now running right through it. And he's going to be taken down here, as that will lead us to the end of the first half of play. So we hit the halftime break here in Jacksonville with the Jags on top. As we send you a couple hours south of here to Orlando, that's where we check in with the coach and our EA Sports halftime report. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Out comes the New England offense to see what they can do this time. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is
I'm
doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll bring up a second and just about a few inches here. And it's It's Michel once again. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. Only a gain of a yard there, but it indeed gets him a new set of downs.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now Rudolph. He'll check this one down to Michel. Call it a gain of 5, and it'll be a 2nd down.
Well, it's tough to be a defender in today's NFL because there's so many things to account for in today's passing game, including the back sneaking out of the backfield. Not quite as bad as a turkey bowl where you have that center-eligible stuff, but still a lot of guys to account for.
Watch it now, Barney, Barney.
Here's Rudolph off play action. Jaguar pressure and a Jaguar sack. Calais Campbell in there to get him his 2nd sack now of the afternoon.
Back to that belly, here we go. Gone.
3rd and long, it's Rudolph. And it falls incomplete after almost being intercepted. A pick there would have been great. The good news for the defense now, it's 4th down. No, this offense is staying put. They're just 1 for 4 in these situations so far, but they're going again on 4th down.
Leopard.
Going for it, it's Rudolph. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Malik Jackson in there to record another sack, their 6th of the afternoon. Throwing on 1st down is Bortles. And he'll get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. 3rd touchdown pass of the game for Blake Bortles. And the Jaguars are pouring it on. Heck of a start to his season. He had 2 touchdowns in the opener last week, another one here in week 2.
Well, I don't want to call him a touchdown machine this early, but sometimes you get locked in, and you feel good about things. You get into that zone, and those touchdowns come in bunches. He may be off to that kind of a start.
It's like he was shot out of a cannon. I would imagine success this early, great momentum going forward for the rest of the year.
He keeps this up, they'll soon be chanting MVP anytime he touches the ball.
Detroit!
On 1st and 10, Rudolph. He finds an opening past the 40. Throw left side complete. It's Gordon. 15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. 1st down. He's been one of their few bright spots here this afternoon.
And as you pointed out, so far he's gotten his. That's not been the issue at all. But the teammates, the other guys, they've been shut down. That's why the defensive guys have to feel pretty good, even though he's over 100 yards.
Yeah, he topped 100 with that last catch.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
He's going to fire one deep over the middle. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. Yeah, this will get him all the way inside of Jacksonville's 10. This offense can certainly move quickly when they want to. 3 plays, 3 pass completions. In the blink of an eye, they've got a 1st and goal.
Almost felt like a lightning bolt hit in this game, didn't it? For them to get downfield that quickly. And now 1st and goal, expect them to tackle right here on this play.
They'll give it to him up the middle. Give him 2 yards on that one. 2nd and goal now.
Every team we ever talk to that continues to run the ball in a game, even when they haven't had much success, all talks about attrition, don't they? If you keep running it, eventually good things are likely to happen. It's been a hard go in this game today, hasn't it?
Yeah, this defense, they've met pretty much every challenge in front of them this afternoon.
They're still trying to run the ball, but they're not finding much space.
Out of the gun, Rudolph. And that's caught by Gronk for a Pats touchdown. Rob Gronkowski, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Patriots get a score closer. Oh, this is blocked. But he doesn't get far. They're able to stop him. And after all that, the extra point attempt unsuccessful.
So even when they get a touchdown in this game, which hasn't really been a stellar contest for them, they can't even cap it off and kick the extra point.
Yeah, just not a whole lot going right for them in this game.
I know that when they get into film, this is going to be Exhibit A about how this game went for this team. Oh, we finally score. Can't even kick the extra point.
And now out come the Jags. They are just putting things together so well here, drive after drive. They really have captured the momentum, haven't they?
They've taken momentum and pretty much not just give him a jersey, but a seat on the bench as well. Whatever do you need, you've got it, because the way they're stringing things together and creating that distance between them and their opponent, it's really hard to narrow that gap. And the other part is they're taking their spirit away from them, too.
Yeah, now they're just looking to add to that total. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
Yeah, let me puff out my chest a little bit, even though I'm not rooting for either team. That was a really nice defensive play. It's awfully fun to watch, even in an offensive game.
4 down. 11B.
Bortles to throw on second down. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked up by Obi Melifonwu. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Patriot defense has a touchdown.
What you just saw there, first-round talent, second year, even more success. A pick-6 for a touchdown.
A great play. And it's tough for these guys, you've told me before, to adjust in the secondary as a first-year guy. So that sophomore season is big for them.
They really start to expand the playbook for them even more. Sometimes they dumb it down a little bit to make them comfortable year one. By year two, they should have all the nuances, and now they've adjusted to the speed of NFL play as well.
Showed right there. The Jaguars offense now heads back onto the field. Bortles leads the Jags up 1st and 10 at the 31-yard line.
4 down. Check. Spread right, 72.
Now Bortles to try again after the pick 6. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. That throw good for 4. It's second down.
39, Moosey.
Now a play fake. Bortles. He sets to fire deep. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
Throwing his Bortles on third down. The Pats are going to get there. Down he goes. Dante Hightower in there to drop him for a loss of 10. And it'll be 4th and long. And the Jaguars send out their punter as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Now this is fielded in the end zone. A terrific return there. 27 yards all told. And the Patriots take over. So the Patriots coming out now. They go play action here on first down. Throw out right, taken in by Patterson. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
This quarterback now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10. shotgun snap for Rudolph. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. The Patriot passing game is rolling. They've got another first down. He's been a busy man here in this one, and they're showing off some nice footwork to stay in bounds.
And with those types of catches and the volume that we've seen in this game, wouldn't you keep him busy as well?
I would.
Of course, you got to keep throwing it to him. He keeps making plays.
No, Jack, Patriot!
Here comes a first down throw from Rudolph. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off by the former first-round pick, DJ Hayden. And he will bring this all the way up to the 30-yard line.
Partner's bad enough when you just can't hold on to the football. But when your quarterback's throwing it to the other team, that's 3 interceptions now, 4 turnovers for the game. You really have no chance to win the football game.
And they'll go with a ground attack here. And he'll be tackled just past the 35 at the 36. It's a 6-yard pickup, but it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
And they'll go on the ground. Finding some room at midfield. And finally down at the 32-yard line.
Oh, come on, ref.
And that's about the easiest decline call you'll ever have right there.
Well, it leads me to one of my pet peeves, and maybe peeves is too strong of a word, but if you're going to jump off sides, finish the play. Make sure the play ends. Don't jump off sides and stop, because you see the net result here. If you go ahead and finish the play, you don't give up that type of yardage.
And he struggles to get a yard here, maybe a yard, down at the 31. So they will accept the penalty and move forward. Following the penalty, it's 1st and 5, and you got offensively all kinds of options. Back now in Jacksonville. It's Jaguar football here, and they'll look to extend their lead as we begin quarter number 4. After the penalty, it's Yeldon. And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line. Call it a gain of a couple there as it'll leave them with a 2nd and just 3.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
Now they try the right side here. And down inside the 15 he goes. 11 yards there for Jacksonville and a first down as well.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the 4th as it was way back in the 1st, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. Well, clear running situation, trying to take time off the clock. He ran the previous play, set that play action up nicely.
Boy, did they ever, because they had shown the ability to run the football. So now you lose your keys as a defense. You dive for the running play, and they hit him over the top.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. On this day, the ground has been his, but at least on that individual play, we just saw the defense finally with a win.
Yeah, they finally got one, and that's a win for them. But all game long, he's seen the holes, and they've been huge for him. Kind of like a baseball hitter in the zone. The ball seems bigger, and he's just whacking it. These guys, they've got it going today.
Instead of throwing it downfield, Charles, they just tried to dump it underneath there. Do you like the call?
I do. I think it's a high percentage play because you get the completion, and what you're counting on is your back to use his legs and his elusiveness to make people miss and pick up the first down. In this case, it didn't happen.
The Patriot offense now set to come back out onto the field. And 3 interceptions in this game. And I would have to think, I wasn't a quarterback, but number 4 is kind of, you're like, oh, man, I can't throw 4.
No, what's interesting is, what do the coaches decide to do now? Having thrown 3, do you alter your offensive strategy? Do you take the ball out of his hands and maybe turn to the running game? Or do you have that supreme confidence that he's going to turn things around?
We'll see what they do. Back to the air, Rudolph on second down. Over the middle, Dorsett. And this one will be taken up. They'll spot it right at the 7. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's third down. Throwing on third down, here's Rudolph. And able to find Dorsett. Philip Dorsett by himself. 30, 20, 10, and all the way in. Touchdown, New England. Philip Dorsett, 93 yards. And the Patriots make some inroads here on that deficit. And when a Hail Mary is completed for a touchdown pass like that, I think any defensive coordinator just puts their face right into their hands.
I don't think there's any doubt about it, and I don't have stats in front of me. I don't have the empirical numbers that say that in recent years the Hail Mary pass has been completed more than it has been, but it feels that way, doesn't it? And I know the defenses are spending more time on it. I think the biggest mistake they make is that they play everything from behind the receiver. I think they've got to start getting people in front as well to try and knock the ball away.
Fairbairn now to kick this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Out comes the Jaguar offense now as they get set to take over. And last time, they had it 4th and goal, rolled the dice, didn't get it. Now they've got to put that behind them, try to put together another drive.
A simple tip of the cap, a nod of the head to the defense. Congratulations, you got us last time. But you didn't hold us the whole time. We got down to position where we were able to be in position to score. Let's go ahead and attack again. Continue to have that kind of confidence, not worry about the one play that didn't allow them to get into the end zone.
And this time they'll be trying to get it into the end zone. We'll see what they do. Now a handoff looking right. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down. And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all 3 still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage. Use your timeouts in order to get the ball back and try and score yourself. But now is the time to start using those timeouts.
And keep in mind, it'll also stop the clock at the 2-minute warning.
Green 80. Green 80. Green 80.
Now Bortles throwing on second down. He goes underneath for Yeldon. Even with the nice move, can't go very far. Stops short of the 30. A gain of 4 on the play, and they're going to face a third down.
Here we go. Sunday, Sunday. Green 80. Green 80. Check 50. Check 50. Green is
On play action, now Bortles. Trying to lay one up deep.
Oh,
This is
come on,
taken
y'all.
in. It's complete. The 20, 10, 5. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. A big play there with his second touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Jaguars add on to their lead. Lambeau to add on the extra point. Point after by Lambeau, up and good. And the lead is up to 18 now. Here's Lambeau out to kick this one away. Now it's Patterson. And he'll take this across the 25. Couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. Now the Patriot offense set to take over again. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
On first down, Rudolph. Quickly to Gronkowski. That's caught. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. A gain of 6 there on first. Decent start to the drive, but let's face it, they need a lot of things to go right in a short amount of time, down 3 scores.
Yeah, they're going to run their 2-minute offense here in this game, but this is for future games. Can they get better and be ready for the next time? Hopefully with a chance to win.
And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. From the gun on third down, it's Rudolph. Forced out to his left. He can run for it, and he will. That goes as a gain of 11 and a Patriot first down.
When they watch film of this game and hand out the grade sheets, he's going to really like getting a double plus on this play. Why? He scrambles and picks up a first down. But what else does he do? Protects himself by sliding and avoiding the big hit. Double plus, big time play.
Another nice gain, 16 yards there and a first down again. Time for a break. We're back to finish this one off after this. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Set! Blue 90! Blue 90! Gun! 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 All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Rudolph on first down. And his throw's going to be incomplete. DJ Hayden right there on the coverage.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on first down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on first down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock Galvin away and bring up second down.
Set! Blue 90! Blue 90! Gun! 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 Gun!
2nd and 10, Rudolph again. He's going to let it fly. And both guys were there, but it falls incomplete.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually, that becomes man on man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
Here's Rudolph. This is caught inside the 15. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Back 99 Philly, here we go!
On first down, it's Rudolph. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off at the 16. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. This spot in the fourth quarter with that deficit, had to throw the football. Unfortunately, there's the risk of big turnover.
And you know you're going to be throwing against nickel, dime, all sorts of exotic defenses, but you have to do it anyway. Ordinarily, you might want to run the football a little bit, try and get them out of it. But as you noted, this time of the game, this point on the clock, had to throw it.
And they'll go ground game here with a tailback. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. 16 yards that time on the pickup for the Jags and a first down.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 16 yards there, 2 straight plays of 16 yards and another first down. I think this defense tired of seeing him run the football, and this D-line probably getting sick of the O-line as well.
And as I'm watching this, I'm thinking about a conversation I had with Adam Gase, the head coach of the Miami Dolphins in the offseason. He told me that he asked his running backs each week for their favorite runs. Give me your 3 top runs. And right now, you're seeing a guy that's probably using his top runs to great advantage in this game.
He is in a zone. To throw is Bortles. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. A big play there. 49 yards. And the Jaguars add 6 to their lead. Here's Lambeau out to kick this one away. This is fielded at the chalk of the 10. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. And the Patriots gearing up to go now. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time. But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to play.
And now here is another interception. A.J. Boye with a pick. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Defensively, they've had their way in this one. That pick 6 makes that scoreboard even more lopsided.
I remember talking with a guy in the league, and I said, what do you do when the game's like this? You know, it's pretty much over. You ready to go to the bench and hang out? He said, oh, heck no. I want to stay on the field. I might get some stats. I might get a pick or 2.
You like being out there at the end of these wide margins.
When they have to throw it, that gives you more opportunities to go get it.
Well, Charles, the forecast called for rain throughout the entire game, and we got rain throughout the entire game, but these two teams, they had fun getting dirty out there. They love the slop.
Did you trust the forecast ahead of time? Are you one of those guys that's skeptical about it, or did you trust it?
But when I saw just a big blob of green on the radar, I said, okay, let's trust it.
Yeah, and that's why I'm glad you took my advice. Got your notes laminated, because, you know, open-air booth, that rain can affect us as well, although not as much as the guys on the field. But let's face it, it's kind of fun to watch these types of games, isn't it?
It is. By the way, how impressive is it that you travel with a laminator? I didn't even know there was a portable laminator.
The things that you learn.
Golly, wise beyond his years. So for the Jags, it's a win here in their home opener as they move to 2-0. And they'll get to stay home again next week as the Tennessee Titans come to town. Meanwhile, for the Patriots, they'll drop to 0-2. And they'll look to get back on track next week as they travel up to Detroit to take on the Lions.
bro. I took the choice, bro.